to the Big Wolf Podcast with a Big Dog's Talk. It's your humble, gracious host, King Kahlih. Of course, joined here with my co-host, now Artistry. Super talented, super smart. And y'all definitely know who the fuck this is that we got in the building. Because if you don't, hold on, let me pass this out. If you don't, oh, she don't even smoke. So listen. If y'all don't know this person, then you ain't from Delaware, or you're not in the creative scene where niggas do music videos and all that. You're not into pilots. You're not into makeup. You're not into creativity, because right now we got Delaware's very own Siren Redd in the
Yours fucking truly. Yo, this girl is very fucking inspiring.
Whoa, don't look at the L though. Why are you looking at the L?
She really a top dog, like real shit. She's very inspiring to me, and I've been checking her page out and sending people to her page because this girl is very fucking creative, and I love what she do.
Thank you, I appreciate
that.
That's
no,
that's
seriously.
But mind you, you're speaking on the niggas who might not know you. So for the people who don't know you, you're a creative director. You're the creator of Siren XO, Siren Storybook. Tell us a little bit more about these things.
Okay, so I'm the CEO of Siren XO Cosmetics and the CEO of Siren Storybook. So all around, just a creative director who has a makeup line, and I combine my creative direction with my makeup line to create a video experience with the cosmetics. So yeah. And then I also do, you know, music videos, photo shoots, commercials, you name it. I also ghostwrite them, or I shoot and direct them as well.
That's so fire. But it's like, I guess my first question would be like, how does a young lady like yourself from Delaware, not from Philly, so I don't really even know much about Delaware young ladies. So it's like, how does a person like you start just getting into this field? Was that a direct thing, like you directly knew it was a creative thing, or like it was a process? Like, tell us a little more about that.
So I would say it's always been in me, because when I was a kid, I used to, you know, I was an introvert, believe it or not. So I used to like be alone a lot and be in my room and stuff. So my mom would, you know, take me to the dollar store. I can get whatever I wanted and stuff like that. So I would get like little art supplies, and I would create backgrounds in my room, and I would take pictures of myself in front of them. And, you know, I was lying to people saying, yeah, I'm a model and us. At the time, I was like, you know,
that's
in middle school. You know what I'm saying? So I was in there making little backgrounds, posting up on MySpace and like on Facebook and stuff, and like people would like them. And then eventually, when I turned 16, I told my mom I wanted to be a photographer. So they went and they bought me a camera out of the little, remember back in the day we used to get these little catalogs and you could like order stuff and then make payments on them. Yeah. And they would, they'd get those shit. So,
I forget what that shit was called.
But they used to come right to your house.
Something hub or something.
Something on there. So we used to, she got me a camera out of there, and it was like, you know, a couple $1 a month, and they gave it to me, and I was outside taking pictures and stuff like that, and I was posting on Facebook. One day this random lady wrote me on Facebook. She was like, I seen your picture or whatever, you should join this thing called Delaware Art Loop. So I started going to her class, and it was like a little thing where she had like all these like young photographers and stuff like that, and she would take us to different places to take pictures and stuff like that. And then you'll be in like these little art shows that Delaware have. If you're from Delaware, you're into art, you probably know about it, or if they still, I don't even know if they still have it, because I was young at this point. So they would have like little shows of like art, or like, and showcase little artists and stuff like that. So she basically like just took me under her wing, and I was doing that for a little while. It was cool. I was like 16, and I was taking pictures for my friends and stuff like that. They wanted to be rappers and all types of stuff. When we was young, and I would do that. So that's how I basically got into, you know, creativity. It kind of just something was always in there. Like, so I don't really, you know, like, it's not nobody taught me. It's just an interest I had since I was younger. You get what I'm saying? Right. And now I just manifested into all this. So
do you think that you had a benefit off of being in Delaware versus like being raised in Philly?
I would say I have an advantage, because now, like before, I wouldn't think of it so much, but now I feel like I have an advantage, because I'm not only good at one thing, I'm good at, not to toot my own horn, I'm good at a lot of things. You get what I'm saying? Where most people, it's a lot of talented people in Delaware, so I'm not taking from nobody, but I'm saying most people who just shoot videos, they just shoot videos. Most people who just shoot photo shoots, they just do photos. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I could do a video, and I've done a video, a photo shoot. I'll set up both of the things. I've written the script, told everybody what to say all in one day. You get what I'm saying? So I have multiple talents. Whereas though in Delaware, it's like most people just concentrate on that one thing. Not to say that isn't, but I haven't came across those people yet. Right. So I would say that's my advantage, that I'm able to take people that got talents and kind of mash them all together and give everybody direction to create like a better experience, versus if you got a photo shoot, maybe you have to go hire your own NUA. Maybe you gotta go hire somebody else to do it. You said it's like no teams where I've created a team. So I would say that's my
and that's crazy, because that is kind of what we doing. Like, we've been building and just like building relationships and just trying to build a team, but like overall, but we don't have no real hubs in Philly where you can just come and real shit and just go, and it's all love and everybody there willing to help you get to the next level. We don't have them, so that's my big thing that I want to create in Philly.
And let me piggyback off what you were saying, right? You were saying not to toot your own horn, but when you just listen to what you were saying, like the passion was bleeding through, because not toot your own horn thing, it's like in your element thing, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, I'm passionate about this, I'm in my fucking element.
Yeah,
right?
It's like I'm not trying to big myself up, but I'm passionate about what the fuck I do, and I want people to see. You want people to see creativity, and that's where people get the misconception from, because it's like you think that people is trying to be like big headed, and no, I just want to show y'all what I got. I want to use this shit with love, and I want to bring other people, want to help people and bring people shit to life. And that's just what you do, and I love that shit.
Okay, so look, since you do video, you do video directing, so I want to know one of the most difficult sets you ever had. Have you ever had a difficult artist to work with, or like a difficult set? You know what I mean, or like something along those lines?
Yeah, I can say this. I'm gonna keep it general. There are instances where sometimes people don't mash together. Sometimes I want to work with this person, but this person might not like this person, or this person might not move fast enough for this person. So I mean, the biggest challenge I did have is learning how to manage people. But once you learn how to manage people and make sure everybody taken care of, it becomes easier. So over the years, I had to, pick and choose. I had to fire some people. I had to let some people go. Like, I can't work with you. I can't introduce you to my team because you're going to dismantle it, right? Because you're not professional. So that's the thing. You gotta really be adamant about what you want. You can't allow people to do what they want to do, but at the same time you got to be respectful, and you got to make sure everybody happy. Right. One of my favorite movies is Paid in Full, and Ace used to always say, if everybody eat, we'll be good. So I kind of use that motive when I'm picking a team. Make sure when I'm managing my team, make sure everybody happy. What do you need? You feel me? You got your full instructions. This how much you gonna get paid. You get what I'm saying? I got what you asked for. You feel me? Right. Make sure they get their payment. Make sure they did their job. Send them on their way. I treat everybody the same. I treat everybody with respect. I'm not in there yelling at people. I'm not in there being condescending. I'm in there having conversations. Everybody's on the same page. You get what I'm saying? So I would say that's the biggest thing, is dealing with people, because you got to know how to deal with everyone's attitude. And that's why if you want to get into this, you got to make sure you pick a team that you can grow with instead of trying to jump around. You get what I'm saying? Like, because you are your team. I would be nothing without my team. You get what I'm saying? So that's the hardest part. Like, managing people.
I'm glad that you said that, because that's the part of it that people don't understand. And it's like, even sometimes people try to do stuff with their immediate circles or the people that hang with every day. That shit don't work out all the time. Like, I literally started just doing everything by myself at first, but it was like, it became too much. Where it was like, I need a team. But it's like, even picking a team, you really gotta be selective, because it's like, you gotta go for people that's gonna look at your passion the same way as you, because it's like, it be people that be willing to help, but it's like, you're not gonna give me the right help I need, because you're not even as passionate about.
But do they see value in it for real?
Shit. They gotta be passionate about what they do. Exactly. I only work with people who are passionate. Like, my makeup artist, she love makeup. She do makeup. That's what she do. My photographer, he love photos. That's what he do. Like, he love that shit. I only work with people who love shit. You don't know what you do. You can't come over here. Like,
all right. So look, you bring up makeup, right?
Yeah.
So you seem to have a real keen eye and tell a story with your makeup and with the directive style you take. So I need you to break down in depth some of this, because this is that work and me and I fuck with it. Yeah, you know what we talking about.
Yeah,
you know what we talking about. Yeah.
So with Siren Redd Cosmetics, it started as an eyelash line, because I'm just a girly girl in general. So I always was buying lashes and stuff like that, and people would be asking me like, "Oh, where you get your lashes from? Where you get your lashes from?" So I was giving off for free until one of my friends, she was like, "You know what? You can't just be letting people get stuff for you for free. You gotta start charging." So I started charging. Eventually I made myself a little website, and people were buying them. Like, God was sending people to buy them. So they was buying them. So I was selling out, and so I was doing good. But so then I thought, maybe if I promote them more, get them on some influencers, I get more sales. So I started giving them the influence and stuff like that. But I would notice when they did their makeup, it was like all this like shit on all this eyeshadow, you really couldn't see the lash. I was like, okay, let me come out with an eyeshadow palette. So I came out with my first eyeshadow palette, but before I released it, I was thinking like, how can I make this different? Because it's a lot of eyeshadow palettes. You get what I'm saying? How can I make mine different? So I figured I like doing creative direction. Let me combine the two to give me an excuse to make videos and make photo shoots, because that's what I like to do. So I combined the two and I turned the eyeshadow palettes into stories. So what happens now is I come out with an eyeshadow palette. It has a color scheme to it. Like my most popular right now is Karma. It's about a girl breaking free from heartbreak and all that stuff, and how she, you know, grown into a better person. I wrote a movie for it and I directed the movie. The girl wore the makeup colors that's in the palette, and what you do is it's a QR code on the back. You scan it and it takes you to YouTube where you can watch the movie. So that way you not only get an eyeshadow palette, but you get a story that resonates with you. So that's, you know, where I'm headed at with my company right now. And I had many stories came out. I actually wrote the story of my heartbreak, how, you know, I went from heartbreak to becoming my own boss, to, you know, becoming more grounded, becoming, you know, the woman I wanted to be. And then now I'm moving on to writing the stories of other women around the world. Like, you know, eventually I want to travel, interview them, get their story, then kind of find some colors and shades that tell that story, and then, you know, write and direct a movie for that. So when people purchase that palette, they can scan it and see the story behind it. So that way it becomes more of a keepsake collectible. Whereas most eyeshadow palettes is just like, oh, buy my shit because it's good, you know, quality, or it got this color, or this celebrity said it's cool, which is fine. You get what I'm saying? Because mine also is pigmented, we're waterproof, we're long lasting. Like, it ain't a joke. You feel me? Like, so, but at the same time, I have like a message behind them as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's that.
Heavy Leo energy today, man.
Heavy
fire energy
today,
man.
Like, this is only my second time like sitting around you, and like you really, like, every time like you leave is like inspire me to do more. Like, for real, you really dope as fuck. Like,
it took me a while to get to this point, so
I want you to embrace that shit, because you are going to help heal a lot of people in your own fucking creative way. And I honestly want you to just keep pushing, and don't never let nobody downplay what the fuck you doing, because you doing a lot. Seriously. Real
I
shit.
appreciate that.
That's
I appreciate that.
So let me ask you this, right? In your life as a person, is there like an aspect of you where people typically misunderstand, or like just have the wrong idea about you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I would say my looks, like, people, for some, I guess I got like a resting bitch face or something. Like, people think I'm mean. They tend to think I'm mean and stuff like that, but I'm not that way. Like, usually when I go to a shoot, especially if I'm modeling for somewhere else, they're like, oh, the girl on Instagram is not this girl. Like, you laughing and smiling, like, because I'm, you know, I'm really down to earth. If I'm not like that with you, it's because I don't feel comfortable with you. You're gonna say the energy is off of me, and I'm the type person, like, I gotta sit around somebody to really like collect my little data to know whether or not I'm gonna give them the best parts of me. So I mean, people's misconception, you got people that say I'm stuck up, they don't like me and shit, and you got people that say they love me, she's so nice, she's so cool. But whatever energy I'm getting from you is what you're gonna give back, what I'm gonna give back. You know what I'm saying? So that, I feel like that's the biggest misconception, especially with people who do say that, oh, she's stuck up or she don't talk to me. I mean, I feel like I don't got nothing to say to you, so, you know, like, so I don't say nothing to you.
You gotta earn that, nigga. Like,
yeah,
like, shit though, because like your energy, like, fuck all the other shit. Like, your energy is precious, more precious than anything.
Yes.
So you gotta deserve a motherfucking energy. Real shit.
Exactly.
And also, I want to speak to the men, bro. Can y'all niggas start reading the energy that these women be giving off? Because sometimes we just be so blind as men. Like, all right, we might want to talk or wait, get a vibe, get a second, and we just can't tell that this person energy is just saying no, stop.
And sometimes it don't even be about the person. Sometimes it just be the wrong time.
Wrong time.
Yeah, wrong
it
time.
be the wrong time.
Or the wrong
sometimes.
place, nigga. Wrong time and place. It's like 2 in the
I
morning.
might be in the rush.
On a dark
Shit,
block.
I gotta hurry up and go get my kids in 5 minutes or anything. But look, sometimes it definitely be the wrong time. And then you don't never know what people be going to do on a daily basis. Or how somebody woke up that day. Like, I might not want nobody in my energy. Like, don't the fuck, yeah.
Or when people try to give, they think that you're going to give them a certain energy and they give you that energy back. And you can tell it's fake, because I'm like, you're not really like that.
Right.
But you just trying to be like that because you thought I was going to be like that. So now I'm going to be like that. Like, that's how it be happening sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, they think you're going to be mean, so they'll be mean to you first. It's like, okay, you going to be mean to me?
Right. Then you just step out of yourself, man.
And that's not who you are, so it turns you off even more. Like,
so is that a normal thing, like, for you too? Because you're women, I'm a man, but it's like, if I experience it, I know y'all could experience. You ever step in a room and it just feel like niggas or people just don't fuck with you for just some random reason? Is that just still a regular thing going on?
That is a regular thing.
It's intimidating.
It's been I know for a fact 100% I'm very intimidating, and I don't mean to be. I don't mean to be, but I kind of used to like, and it was like I was like kind of really timid and stuff like that before, but it's like now no, I don't be doing all that timid stuff no more. Like I know who I am, and I'm gonna fucking stand strong in the room just like this. And it's like if somebody can't take it, then
it's confidence. A lot of people don't have confidence. They think they got confidence until they meet somebody who really got confidence.
Real shit.
And then they're like, oh, I don't got confidence like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they start trying to do all that weird shit they do in front of people who really don't have confidence, so they think that they got confidence. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you really not that confident. To her, you might be because she don't know nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I know you can't.
So
and some people hate, like, really when you can go somewhere and just be yourself and like seriously, you don't got fake for people, because people hate that about me. If I go places, I be myself. If I don't feel like getting dressed, I'm coming there with whatever the fuck I want to put on. Right. I'm not about to do no extra shit because I feel like, listen, my presence is the fuck enough.
Exactly.
Period. And then sometimes I go out
with you. And like that's
but that be the best
still
one.
Fuck with you. They're like, damn, how she coming here like this and she's still, and they still like, what's up? What's up? Like,
period.
That's what I'm telling you.
So let's look at the contrast. Has there ever been a point in y'all recent life where someone came in a room and y'all felt something that was like maybe made you question, like, damn, what the fuck is this feeling?
I feel like when I was younger, before I came into myself as a woman, I'm gonna be completely honest, because that's, you know, I like to be transparent. I feel like when you don't know yourself, it's easy for somebody else to intimidate you. But now that I know myself, and I know, like, even if somebody is ahead of me or I'm not where they are yet, I know that I have to pinch into to get there, and I will get there. So who I am right now is okay. Like, she might got a couple more dollars. She might be a little ahead of me. That's cool. She's not going to intimidate me because I know what I'm capable of. But before, it's like, damn, I don't even think I'm supposed to be here. They got these type of bags. They got these type of cars. But you can't think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I had a situation last year, right? So I'm at the skating ring with my girl. Funny ass Instagram boy pop up right into the skating ring, and he right next to us. I think his name Chichi or something. He be screaming, he be like, "The fuck you talking about?" He be spitting and shit. He got the little twisties. Some funny ass boy, right? So he pop up. It's nothing. It's no energy for me, right? Until it get to the point where more people notice that it's here, so they coming, right? So it's all these people around, and I was about to say what's up to this nigga. But because these people started coming and doing all this hype shit, that made me be like, that's chalked. All the way chalked. And that was the feeling of, it's like, what was it in my ego that made it chalked? Like, for real. It was like, but like, at that point, it was just, I'm not like these people. I think it actually had to do with those people. I'm like, I'm not like these niggas. I'm about to come over like, what's up, on some equal shit. Like, yo, you funny. I'm lit. Period. So it's like, what's up? But sometimes, and that's another thing where it's like,
I kind of still give people their props, because it's just like, because all these people is fans, they might not be giving you the same props that you need, or they might not be telling you the things that you need to hear. Like, seriously. And that's one of them things that I had coming to understand it with. Even that's why, like, even when I support, like, I very much try to like support people. Same, and I love people accomplishments, and I really try to show that. And it's like, I don't never try to be overly Joe and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be, but I had to start letting myself know that shit not Joe. That shit, like, when people is doing great, that shit is fucking inspiration. Literally. Real shit. It's not, and it's like how our community is like, it's so much jealousy, envious, and all that stuff, but it's like we all have the same opportunities out here. It's just about you willing to take it, or you feeling though you good enough to take it. That's why we gotta really start fucking loving ourselves first. Like, real shit.
I said, you never know what type of opportunities, because I didn't start getting opportunities until I start opening my mouth. You know, for my mentor, his name is Taylor. Shout out to you, Taylor, because I think you probably watching. He told me, like, yo, you gotta go. He said you gotta fight for it. You gotta talk to people. Like, you gotta talk to people. And ever since I've been doing that, I've been getting more and more people coming to me. Like, you know, I'll say, hey, my name is this. I'll walk in the club now and go to a section and start talking to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that, because now it's like, if anything, he either gonna do one or two things. He gonna turn away from me, like, I don't really wanna fuck with you, or he gonna respect that shit. He be like, oh, come here, let me see what she talking about.
You got something worth bringing to the table.
Exactly, because it be 10 bitches. If I'm the only bitch that come out there and step to them, they gonna be like, you know what, this is interesting. Let me, because a lot of them, they gonna wait. Most people wait for people to come to them.
Look for the
but sometimes you have to
create
just put yourself in that situation. So
remember we was in the thing, I'll come straight at people. Like, I don't care. I let people know what I'm doing. And I used to, like I said, I used to be timid. I used to didn't want nobody to know, like, I was writing music and stuff like that. And that's another thing that steered me straight. And I want this to just be, like, you know, for somebody who might be doing the same thing. It's like, I literally didn't really want to produce music because I knew so many people that was doing it. And it was like, I didn't want to, I felt like that I didn't want to get in nobody's lane.
It's like
but in the same sense, I knew in my heart that music fucking healed me. I knew that my music would heal other people. So I had to, like, put that pride aside. Like, no, fuck that. Fuck what everybody else doing, because it's like everybody doing something, but everybody doing something for somebody else, and everybody doing something, they doing it different. And the way that I wanted to do it, I know that I wanted to do it in a way to heal people. So it was like, I can't be selfish and keep that shit to myself. Like, I gotta push forward and do it. But that was like one of my biggest things.
I was surprised.
I didn't want to do it because it was like, so everybody, because it's
why
like.
Why you surprised? Because a lot of people do music?
No, I was surprised because, no offense, because I'm not saying this to you, I'm surprised because a lot of people just doing shit right now because everybody else is doing it.
Right.
So I'm not saying that you don't look like you talented. I'm just saying I have to wait and see now, because even with people who look like they talented, you like, they come in dressing all crazy, you think, oh, he's probably talented. Then you hear their music and it's like,
what the fuck is
why? Like, you rap about shit you don't know about. It's shit that's not even important. You're gonna say, but when I heard her, I heard soul, I heard experience, I heard like heart. You're gonna say, I heard something. You're gonna, I felt something. I was like, oh shit, she really know how to rap. It's not, oh, my ass is fat and I'm getting money from niggas and this, I get this. It's real shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's somebody who needs that, and that's, I ain't hear that in a while. That's why I was surprised. I ain't hear that in a while at all.
Well, day out.
But seriously though, but like the music thing is really therapy for me. Like, I don't think I stress this a lot, but I don't think that people really get it. Like, I went to therapy, I sat down and talked to people. That shit didn't help me.
Same.
I didn't start healing until I went in that fucking studio, and that's when I knew, I'm like, yo, this music is going to be able to heal other people. Like, I know it is, because once I got this shit out, these feelings that I was feeling, I felt a lot better. And I know that once somebody hear that somebody else is going to do the same shit they going to do, they going to be able to heal too, because they going to know that they're not alone.
Girl, you finna make me cry. I like
Heavy
that.
Aquarius energy, so the fire is like.
No, that shit is really, people don't understand how passionate I really am about it.
Aquarius one of the God signs.
God signs.
Yeah, like, we got signs that are like the ultimate.
All right,
like,
what's the God signs? Let me just.
I know it's Leo, Aries, and Aquarius.
That's all three are signs.
And Scorpio.
Yeah, that's the all three are signs. But yeah, they are the dynamic.
Yeah, dynamic signs. You an Aries?
Yeah, I said that's us. Like, that's us. Leo, Aries, Aquarius. No, but they said that. No, they say our three signs really kick ass together, like real shit, like on some shit.
That's fire. Shout out to my boy Andre, our photographer. Yeah, fucking Leo too, man. So the vibes be right. So look, I want you to tell us about your most recent video that just dropped and like what it took to make that come to life.
Ooh, that was crazy. That almost didn't happen because it was good. Shout out to Siren Redd. Shout out to their whole gang. Like, they're gonna come up. They're a really talented group of people. I'm blessed to be working with them. But basically, he brought me this video, and it was real crazy, and it was taking me a long time to really write some shit, because when you listen to the song, it's like so like you know, like Kanye West type shit, and I'm like, I got so many resources, but I gotta make it look crazy with the resources that we had. So they gave me a good enough budget or whatever. He got the rapper King Los from California to be on it, which was hot. That's huge. So what happened was I thought he was flying out here to be in the video, but he wasn't. So they had to go out there, and I had to, you know, trust in my team. This is why I say it's good to have a good team, because my videographer, he's from California, so he was able to go out there with them. I gave him a list of everything I needed. I gave him a shot list. He brought me back exactly what I wanted and more. That's why it's good to have people you trust with. I've been working with him for 3 years. So they went out there, shot it, and then they brought it back to me. Then we shot the second part with this artist who lives in Delaware. His name is Siren Redd. I've been following him on Instagram for a while. You know, when I find people to work with, I always follow them and watch them for a while and see like how consistent they are and like other projects they doing, just so I can know like before I reach out. So I was been following him for a while. I was like, okay, I remember Siren Redd. I searched him up, pitched him the project, asked him how much he wanted, made sure it fit in the budget. And we went from there. We did it at his studio. It was crazy. It was cool. At first, when I first showed them the idea, they didn't really know if they wanted to do it with all the paint and the mouths and the booty shaking and all that stuff. They was like, "This, I don't know if you can pull this off." But I convinced everybody, like, we just gotta try because either it's gonna look good or it's gonna look bad, and it happened to look good, you know. So
that shit was dope.
Yeah, it was very you know, as a creative, I feel like it could have been. It always could be better, but I feel like it was good. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was that and more. I feel like it's, you know, a step down from.
You always gonna downplay your own stuff.
I'm not downplaying it. I'm just saying, like, I just know, like,
she was working with a set budget,
and type of stuff. So it's good for that budget. But if I had another, you know, maybe if I had triple that money, it would have been even wilder. You know what I'm saying?
But next time, just go big. Like, you know what I'm saying? Next time you already got the concept. You already, like, next time you just do it. You just for the spend on it. Like, it always can get bigger. Like, seriously, but that shit was dope.
And locking in artists and locking in your video guy to go handle work. That shit is just like.
Yeah, but I'm getting higher and higher budgets though. It came with me with higher budget because it used to be stuff I was only doing for $500. So now they giving me.
So you need a. So how does it work? An artist comes to you with a song, and then you reach out to your team to see how to bring it to life, or do you reach out with concepts already to people to fill the concept?
So what happens is an artist brings me the song and I listen to the song, and from that song I start seeing visuals. I start seeing like them doing certain stuff. It just comes. I don't know how, but I think in images. So I just start seeing a couple images, and I might not see it all put together, but then I start writing it down day by day. You can take me like a week, and I'll like think in the shower and shit. I listen to it like all day for like a week straight, and I start to get a whole story. Once I build that story up, then I start to find images that are the closest thing to what I've seen in my mind, even if I gotta draw them, or I get somebody to draw them, or I go on Pinterest and find stuff that's kind of close to it. Then I take all that information and I compile like a shot list of how everything's gonna go in our vision board for everyone. Then I start a group message and I put the vision boards in there, and I email everybody the script, and we all go over it. If one of them sees something that they think that would add to it, they tell me about it. They call me like, "Oh, maybe if we do it like this will work. Maybe if we do it like that, it'll work." And we kind of all go over it together. Once we all got an idea of what we're doing and how we can do it, then I go back to the artist and I tell them, this is the whole idea. I give them the whole layout, how much everything gonna cost to the down to the penny, and they say, okay, yes or no, we want to do it or not. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Sometimes I can fit right into their budget. Sometimes it's a little bit over, but if the idea is really good, then they go ahead and they pay me what they gotta pay me, and that's how it works.
Right.
So, I can really work with any budget, but you gotta be reasonable. Like, you can't come in there with $100. Like, I can't do nothing with that.
Really.
Like,
you come with $100 if it's just you and your goons in the fucking apartment.
Not even the video.
Not even.
Like, one thing about me, I make sure my team get paid, because when niggas not eating, shit don't look right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure everybody eating. You gotta make sure they at least decent happy. Even if they gotta take a little $50 loss, $100 loss, but they gotta leave with something. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
My team, none of them work. This ain't shit. None of them work. They do videos, they do makeup, they do photography full time. So I'm not gonna keep asking favors. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about respect. Right. And if it comes to time, let's say, you know, fucking Drake come in town one day, he for some reason he in my inbox. I may have to ask him, like, yo, we gotta do this shit. Everybody gotta put their money in. We gotta do it, because he might not want to pay until he know, like, we good or what. You know, anything can happen, right? And then I can ask them, yo, can you take this hit for me? And they'll take that hit because I've been feeding them all this time. You get what I'm saying?
It's keeping the team happy. As long as your team happy, it's like, as long as your team know when you eat, they gonna eat. They gonna start. They'll starve with you if y'all got starved. Exactly. And that's point blank and period. Like real shit.
A real team.
Exactly.
Real
they know I starve for them. If they ever need me to do something on the strength, I do it for them. You get what I'm saying?
A real team.
You gotta really. I try to keep everybody happy. It's not about just me. I couldn't do shit if they wasn't here. Like, I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do makeup. I gotta appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I move and stuff. Anyway, that's just me.
Fucking fire.
Like.
So look, man, because people need to know exactly where to find us and how to contact us, we about to go ahead and throw y'all niggas a couple plugs, you know what I'm saying? So now go ahead and start it off for us.
Y'all can catch me on Instagram at Not Artistry. Now I'm on Apple Music, YouTube, Spiderfly, all that stuff. All you do is gotta type in Not Artistry. My album on there, 6'6". I'm working on a couple other projects as well, so I'll be having some stuff coming for y'all soon.
Yeah, go ahead, Siren. Jump up in that joint.
So if you're looking for me, you can find me at Siren_Redd with 2 D's. I'm sure it'll be in the description box below. You can click on that, and once you click on that, it'll take you to my cosmetic line, which is SirenXO_, and my creative direction portfolio, which is Siren Storybook at Siren Storybook. So you'll see all those links in the bio.
Squad. And if you're looking for me, again, I'm on Apple Music right next to my sis. You know what I'm saying? We up there popping. If you're looking for the podcast, Big Wolf Energy all day. That's how we carrying it. Also, we got a new paint night situation coming on. We're going to be doing this regularly on top of the open mic that we about to start off. So just keep your eyes out. Keep checking for us, man. And we out.
Period.
Gang! Fuck is they talking?
That was a nice interview.
Oh, y'all easy to talk to.